Hey everybody, welcome to art class. What are we gonna be doing? I have no idea. Hello!
Okay.
Hello!
Oh, there's another one. Okay. Welcome to day 4 of art class. We are going to be talking about form today. Form is the idea of artists taking a flat object, just a flat shape, and making it look 3D. And so we are going to do that with two strategies. One of them is perspective, what we did yesterday, and one of them is value. So watch for those words throughout this lesson. So what we're gonna make today is a cereal box. We're gonna make a cereal box, and you are going to either, you can copy the picture on the cereal box if you would like to try a challenge, or B, you can make up your own cereal, and that would be a fun challenge. So we're gonna do a bit of a guided drawing on how to make this look like, not like a rectangle, but actually like a 3D object. So we are gonna start by making a rectangle on our page. So all you need is a paper and a pencil. So start off making a rectangle in the middle, but leave a little bit of space to the left of your rectangle. Leave some space. Okay, there's our rectangle. Just eyeball it. We don't need rulers up in here. Okay, and so the next thing you're gonna do is make diagonal lines, just real short diagonal lines from the corners of your box. So all of them are going to be facing the same direction. All of them going up, like pointing to the corner a little bit.
What about this one?
Up, yes, oh, good point. Yeah, not this corner, just these ones, because that's when you can't see the line because it's behind the cereal box. Okay, and so then last, you're going to connect the lines, but you're going to try to make it parallel, which means the line is right side by side, and it's just up a little bit. It's like the same exact line, just moved up. So I'm going to make a parallel line. Look at that math. That's a math word, parallel. And then I'm going to make another parallel line right here. Oh, flying pencil. Coming straight down to connect those corners. Okay. There is your box. Boom. Okay, and so now what you're going to do is, if you would like to get your own cereal box from the pantry to copy, you can, or you could just make one up off your head. So I noticed that there's like a little tab up top, so I'm gonna copy that line, but you don't have to. I'm just copying the tab from mine so that it looks like realistic. Okay, so it kind of goes across. Boom, 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 boom. Yeah, sure. Get your barcode. Okay, so the next thing that I'm gonna make on mine, see, I want this to look like my kitchen table, eating the cereal for breakfast. So the next thing we're gonna make is, so far this cereal box, it looks 3D because it doesn't just have the front rectangle, but you can kind of see the sides, like almost like you're sitting at the table, you're looking a little bit at the box like this. Next thing we're gonna make is a bowl. And the way you make a bowl, when you look at a bowl, I should have grabbed one, but when you look at a bowl, you see a circle from the top. But if you turn the bowl this way, you'll see an oval. So we're gonna make an oval overlapping our cereal box. So it's gonna be like a little oval overlapping off to the side. And then I'm gonna erase this. And then it's going to become your bowl. So you got your oval going on, okay, and you're going to want to make it down here enough that you can get it to fit. So we have, okay, no problem, take your time. Okay, and now you want the bottom of your bowl a little bit underneath your box. So it could be a really tall bowl. This is fine, you could make it be a really tall bowl. No, it's fine. It's fine. So, and then or if you want to erase, you can totally do that. So, and now I'm going to make the bottom of my bowl. And again, I'm going to try to make it parallel where it is, the bottom matches the line above it, but it doesn't go across the whole way, because then I'm going to connect the two lines down. So my bowl is There we go. And that's why we're using pencil, because if you don't like it, you can just redo it. I love it. Yes, yes. Now we're going to come back and erase the cereal box behind it, because if the cereal bowl is in front of it, you can't see it unless it's in a glass bowl, which is going to be filled with cereal anyway. Okay, so now I'm going to need a little spoon hanging out of there. You know what? I probably should have put that resting on the edge, but that's okay. So now I'm going to make a little spoon handle, but you can't see the bottom of the spoon because it's in the cereal bowl down here. So you're just going to grab and make a little handle coming out. There you go. Okay, looking great. Yeah, yeah, totally is. Okay, looking great.
I made box bottoms.
Oh, you mean the box tops? Oh, but
I
you
made box bottoms.
want to call it something different? Yeah, I can believe that.
And box tops are for education. Box bottoms are for gaming.
Oh, perfect. Got to fund the gaming. Okay, so now here's the fun part. So, oh wait, we need one more thing. We need the back of the table. So I'm going to make the line here, and then I'm going to bring my pencil across. Try not to move it so that I can figure out where it's going to come out on the other side. So really, really lightly, so you can come back and erase. That way you can come back and erase that table line afterwards. It's looking so cool. Okay, now I need to decide if I am going to copy my boring, organic Honey Nut Toasted Oats, or if I'm
not sure if I want to.
Or if I'm going to make up something different. I could make them unicorn O's. That would be kind of fun. It would be like little Cheerios with a horn coming off of each one.
Yeah. I'm gonna make Hyper Sugar Blast.
Hyper Sugar Blast. I love it. Okay, so this is where the fun part comes in, and you can decorate your cereal box. But where value and form comes in is like I have a lamp right here. And so I'm gonna look at this cereal box. So before I start, I noticed that this side of the box is the darkest. So I am going to come over here with my pencil and shade this side of my box in. So this is a good time for you guys to do that too. If your pencil goes over the edge, not a big deal. You can just come back and erase it a little bit. And I'm going to shade that side darker because that is the shadow that's the shadow side where the light from the kitchen table, we're pretending like it's coming from this way. So that way it looks a little bit more realistic. And if the light from the kitchen table is like over here, there's going to be also a shadow on this side of the bowl. But the unfortunate thing is that there is not an easy line to stop at for shading this one. So that's where value comes in. And so we're going to do a strategy where you start by pressing hard on your pencil on one side, not really hard, but start pressing a little bit harder on one side, and slowly you're going to be pressing lighter. So pretend like you're petting an animal, and like your old dog doesn't mind nice hard scratches, so start hard, but then let's pretend that you're petting like a little bunny or something, and you need to press a little bit lighter. So you're just going to come back and press lighter and lighter until you get to this middle and you're like super, super light. So slowly let go of the tension that you're pressing on your pencil with, and slowly let go a little bit more, until it's really, really light. Okay, so then you can come back and kind of get the edges. And then you're going to come back to this first side and make it just the tiniest bit darker. You're going to come and just do the darkest part on this side of the bowl. The darkest part on this side of the bowl, the other direction with your pencil. So turn your pencil the other way and go a little bit hard again on the dark side. So turn, this is called cross hatching. You went up and down the first way. So now you're going to go side to side horizontally and make it just scribbles. So it's darkest just on the very edge. Yep. Yeah, like that. And now maybe you can come and do it a little bit, even another shade lighter. This is called value. It's where this is the same graphite inside this pencil making this gray color, but depending on how hard you press on it, you will get a darker value or a brighter value. And so I'm going to come back over, and I'm probably going to make now that I've made this so dark, I'm going to come back and make this one side darker too. So that, I know it's a lot of work, and the creative part is the fun part, but that's going to make it look even more realistic. So
what if I want it from like a classic Mario game or something?
Then you probably wouldn't be really thinking about form, because Mario uses 2D and we are trying to create 3D. And so last thing we're going to do is make a shadow. And so we are going to make a little line, just like a little, it's kind of the similar shape but just stretched out of the bowl on the table. I'll just make like, it looks kind of like a finger really. And then I'm gonna make a shadow from the box, where you're going from the corners of the box and just coming out. And I'm actually gonna probably go off the page with that because the box is so tall, the shadow probably would go further from where I can see on my page. So there you go. Okay, looking good. Okay, so here's the fun part, is making up our cereal. So we got Hyper, Sugar Blast. Anybody else have ideas?
Okay.
Here we go. Sugar Rose. Or it's just what to maybe think about what you're interested in. So it could be
Cake crumbs.
I know my girls really love cake crumbs. I love that. My girls really love LOL dolls. So maybe I'm gonna make LOL Surprise Crunch. And I'm writing in bubble letters, but you don't have to do that. You can write them in like really jagged letters. You could write it in
Pixel letters.
Pixel letters.
Like Minecraft writing, basically.
Could make them just regular old normal. You could do cursive. You can write them however you want them to write. I'll make squiggly lines for the crunch.
Rainbow something maybe?
Ooh, rainbow. Because that makes me think, when I think of the word crunch, I think like it would make it like.
Or maybe doodle something?
Yeah, something like that. LOL dolls have huge eyes, so I'm going to make all of them. And so in your cereal bowl, you're going to make them look like it's filled with your cereal. So you're going to think what you want your cereal to look like, and it's going to be filled with your cereal. So I'm going to erase a little bit of my spoon so it looks like the spoon is like down inside of there. I'm going to overlap a few over the edge and behind. And I'm going to make them look like LOL eyes.
What should I make mine colder?
That's actually really creeper. I'm not even going to do that. How can I make that look like LOLs? I don't know. I think when I color it in, maybe instead. Yeah, because I don't think I actually want a cereal bowl full of eyes. That's really creepy. Once you realize, you're like, okay, maybe not. How about, like, I'll make the eyeball up here in the design. There we go. And then maybe I'll just draw one in the background.
Hyper creep. Yeah, you're eating eyes in a cereal bowl.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of that one. Mistakes are all about what art is about. Once you see it in real life, you're like, oh, yeah, that doesn't make sense, does it?
Rainbow is too much of a long word.
Just rain and then go. You're just gonna write rain.
Oh, rainbows. You could make.
Rainos.
Rainbow.
It has the O in it. But they don't have to be circles. They could be a whole different shape. It could be squares. Honey Nut Cheery squares. Honey Nut Cheery triangles. So this is where you decide how do you want to do it. If you really love this and you are ready to like color it, I think colored pencils would be a really great thing here to color in, so that because crayons would smudge all your all your pencil, or you could just leave it in graphite, and you could, which is pencil, and you could just take some time.
They're floating around in milk.
Oh yeah, there you go. You could take some time practicing value by coloring it in with value. So like where you choose how hard you press determines how dark your pencil is for all the things that you're going to color in. So that would be my suggestion, would be to color it in, even though it'd be tempting to color it with marker or something like that. You might decide that you would prefer, I think it would be really good challenge to color it in with different shades of this gray. So I think maybe I'm just gonna make it like kind of cool flowery shapes inside or something, H-O. That's better than eyes. Okay. So I hope you have fun doing this project. I think I'm gonna come back and make my silver spoon. And there we go. You could think about if you wanted to go crazy and do a wallpaper in the background or like something like that, you can.
It's like on yours, it's like the LOL is thinking of about eating it.
Oh yeah, it's like she's looking up, thinking, I wish I had some cereal right about now. There's her spoon. All right. Well, I hope you have fun. Let's look and see what we got here. We got the cake crunch. Yum.
You mean the cake
Hyper
crumbs?
sugar. Oh, cake crumbs, right. Oh, I think that's such a fun idea. Cake crumbs.
That would be an amazing game.
Rain-O's. I
Especially
love
if you
it.
actually make cake crumbs.
What if you put a B so it was like rain-O's? That'd be so fun. Alrighty. Okay. Well, I hope you have fun, and I hope you have a little cereal snack after this, because I'm thinking I'm kind of hungry.
Me too.
All right. Have a good day.
Me too.
Bye-bye.